Hello all, Symbiosis Center for Information
Technology.
Technology welcomes you for the 14th episode of On Air with Adcom. Today's discussion will focus on evolving role of IT audit in digital first enterprise, aligning security assurance and business value. We are pleased to have with us Mr. Nikhil Deshmukh, an accomplished IT audit and cyber risk professional with an extensive experience across information system audit, infrastructure security, and technology risk management. He currently serves as senior IT auditor in Alliance and Bernstein, where he works closely on assessing and strengthening governance, risk, and control framework in complex IT environment.
So prior to this, Mr. Deshmukh has held roles in cyber risk and technology advisory, contributing to engagements across IT audit, risk strategy, and security assessments. His professional journey is backed by a strong technical foundation, having begun his career in system administration and infrastructure management, which continues to inform his risk-based and practical approach to IT audit. He is an alumnus of Symbiosis Center for Information Technology from the 2018-20 batch and holds several industry recognized certifications including CISA, ISO 27001, Lead Auditor, CEH, and Microsoft Azure Fundamentals. His diverse background enables him to bridge the gap between technology, risk, and business objectives effectively. We are delighted to have you with us today, sir. Thank you for joining this conversation.
Thank you so much, Anshuman, Arya. Thank you so much, and it's good to be part of you. Have a podcast with you guys. Thank you so much.
Yeah, so to begin with, sir, how would you describe IT audit today compared to when you started your career?
Yeah. So just a quick disclaimer before we begin. Everything I'm sharing today is based on my personal experience and learning over the years. These views are entirely on my own and do not represent or reflect views of my current organization or any organizations that I have worked with. So yeah, so to answer your question, honestly, in one word, Anshuman, it's could be, I would say, transformational. When I started, IT audit was more about ticking boxes, accessing reviews, backups, change tickets, important work, yes, but very control focus, And today it feels completely different. We are expected to understand how business, technology, and risk connect. Back then, if system was stable, audit was happy. Today, system change weekly, sometimes daily, and the audit has to keep it. The shift really changed how I look at the profession, uh, and you have to be up to that speed because every time there's something new application or new challenges comes up, then you have to be on that. Uh, I mean, matching those speed. Yep.
Yep, sir. Follow-up question. Which change has been the most challenging to adapt to?
Like I said, now it's cloud platforms or SaaS vendors, API automation, even AI. So digital transformation expanded the scope very massively. Earlier, we audited the system settings on one data center, and which I mentioned, the cloud, SaaS vendors, and API automation, even AI right now. A lot of governance stuff going on. A lot of implementation with respect to specific requirements or business requirements. That digital transformation changed the scope of IT audit again. If I talk about specific with respect to AI, AI is everywhere, or not everywhere, but everyone is talking about AI. But if you talk about the ROI, so ROI is not that much of, they have not get any specific ROI what they have expected at the start of implementation of AI, and that's the biggest challenge transform the IT audit, I would say.
Sure, sir. I mean, like, how can I pick up from this? The distributed systems that are in action right now in the major infrastructures are the major cause of expansion of IT audit and the scope of it.
Yeah, I mean, the speed of change, I would say. I'll
Yeah.
be honest. there are moments when I felt uncomfortable. Suddenly, everyone was talking about cloud native, DevOps, zero trust, a lot of jargons. I remember thinking, am I falling behind that? Is it specific thing that I would have to talk about all about or know everything? And but over the period of time, I realize um, I don't need to know everything. I need to understand the risk patterns and ask these specific questions which make sense to the business to get those value added in while we do audit to the systems and the obviously to the applications. For that matter, even infrastructure as well. So yeah, the speed is the change. I would say.
Sure, sir, sure. So my next question is, in digital environments, which risks do you feel are most underestimated?
There are a couple of risk, I would say, but the what I've seen as of now, the most challenging is configuration management. While, for example, managing the Linux server. So let's say if you are building your Linux server and if you have misconfigured that, and given the admin access and giving the password to admin at the 123, that gives you most of the uh, kind of a risk, I would say. Most people imagine cyber attacks are something dramatic. In reality, many incidents happen because someone left a setting open or gave more access than required. uh, I have seen cases where there was no hacker brilliance, just a small mistake that scaled quickly in cloud. uh, that's what mistake is dangerous. And obviously there are a lot of risk, but currently the misconfiguration risk is the most prevalent, what I have seen till now in this year. Yeah.
Understood, sir. So, how can IT audit move beyond compliance and create like a real business value?
Yeah. So by changing how we talk, if audit only says the control is missing, business often switches off. But when you say if this fails, here is how it impacts customers or revenue, people would listen. In one audit, instead of listening many issues, we focus on one key risk and its business impact. Uh, that single conversation created more value than a long report. Obviously, you have to give uh, real, really had one quickly. So just want to give an example on access management. Uh, access is everything today. One wrong access can bypass multiple controls. I have seen very small systems fail simply because old users were not removed. Like when they exited their organization, they still have those access. Uh, Privilege access was never reviewed earlier. Uh, Service account were ignored. Uh, but that sort of IT audit compliance or real business that gives you a real business value because altogether uh, there are a lot of insider threat right now going on. There is no specific cyber brilliance, but there are a lot of insider threat as well in the current IT infrastructure or in any enterprise organization. Uh, yeah, that I hope that gives you answer to I mean to your question.
Yes, sir. Got it, got it. So we often hear like theoretically that there should be a good alignment between security, audit, and business team. But how does it actually look like in practice?
Uh, Look like no surprises. Like if you say audit isn't coming in the last minute, security isn't defensive. Like business understand why controls exist in teams where alignment work well. Uh, Audits feels less like inspection and more like a joint problem solving session. That's when outcome improve. Uh, I have, if I talk about my specific strategy, what I have come across with my audit is I usually told them. I mean, I'm here to help you out, not pointing out the problems that you have, not the specific things that you should follow. So building your relation first with them. Once you have the collaborative mindset, or once you have those, you are on the same page, then it will be more easier for them to understand their problems, empathize with their problems, and solving those business teams look like might be uh, helping them out to understand better their problems. Uh, Even so, let's say. Uh, like audit feels like, obviously, I have said collaborative problem solving, but that culture makes a huge difference for me. Yeah, what do you?
Sir, so how should the auditors communicate technical risks so that the business leaders actually act on them?
uh, what I've come across, it's a talk outcomes and not on specific technology. Most of the time, earlier in my career, I used a technical language and realized nobody was reacting. Now I frame it like a story. If this access is misused, operations stops for 2 days. uh, that shifts completely change how stakeholders engage with audit. Even I have, I mean, earlier I mentioned you don't have to talk in technological language. Uh, Even let's say one compromised accounts here can shut down operations for 3 days. And I have learned this in a hard way. Earlier on, I used a technical language also with it, and that gives a blank faces to them. Once you started using stories or scenarios specific with the numbers are very very useful in conversation, and that changed completely the conversations that you have with your management and the business leaders.
Yep, sir. I mean, I totally agree. My framing stories are basically more understandable to the people who don't know the context. So by story, giving the context and making them understand would be easy in that world. I can totally relate. So now moving forward, can we have a rapid fire game?
Sure, sure.
So I've already named this game as audit or not. You can reply
Mm.
as yes, no, or you can give a one line reason.
Yeah,
Can we start?
yeah,
Yeah.
right.
Okay. So first question is continuous monitoring can replace traditional audits.
uh, it depends. It improves coverage but can't replace judgment and context.
Okay, sir.
Yeah.
So compliance automatically means security.
No, compliance is a baseline, not a production.
Okay, okay. So automation reduces audit effort significantly or like
Yes, it increases the need of analytical thinking. I have seen a lot of clients has been now doing automation in their SOCs. A lot of people are automating their even use cases with respect to their day-to-day audit task, which ultimately that reduces the effort significantly for their team.
sure, sir. So last question. Auditor needs to be deeply technical or it can like work with a theory as well.
I would say it depends. You need the strong fundamentals, not to be a coder or not to be understanding those specific jargons. You just have to be a curious. Uh, so auditor needs to be curious, and once you have those curiosity, then probably you'll have fun. Definitely, because audit gives you a perspective. Audit gives you oversight of all the overall the organization, what specific departments that right now working on, what strategic moves that they have. Even if you say what fault or what even even development and task or any kind of work, that first audit will need to know that what they are doing right now and how they are performing their duties altogether. If that is his flaw, then probably audit need internal audit or any audit team will know that these are the specific things and they need to fix it ASAP. I hope that gives you specific answers to your questions.
Yes, sir, absolutely.
Yeah.
That's all about the rapid fire round, and now we'll
Mhm.
move next to the questions. Uh, what skills or mindset are most critical for IT auditor in a digital first world?
Honestly speaking, Anshuman, I feel curiosity. Technology will keep changing. If you are curious, you'll adopt. If not, you'll feel stuck. Risk thinking and communication comes next for me. Even if you say a lot of time, if you don't have that curiosity, you don't have those specific, uh, I mean, tech keeps changing ultimately. If you think about the risk, uh, about any sort of thing, then probably uh, that would gives you an edge on that front. Uh, even so, on second thing, I would say the communication. Your impact depends on how you explain the risk. Uh, if you unable to give the specific context and the obviously as you mentioned the story building, if you don't give the context on a story on the numbers, uh, that definitely gives you an edge. uh, I have seen a lot of time there are specific dashboards people have created and gives them specific jargons on that dashboards, but they are not unable to speak up well. If and even in management there are need only 10 or 15 minutes to understand the perspective. They don't need to understand whole process or anything. They just want to be a pinpoint on everything, so you just have to be a good communicator. Yep.
Yep. I mean, can pretty much understand that curiosity about the technology, evolving technology is should be the base in order to understand the technical and security concept about it. Knowing the things first and then understanding the complexity. So I would move to the next question. One misconception about IT audit that you would like to clear today.
That IT audit is boring or purely documentation driven, or you just have to be you check the, I mean, check mark the boxes, or kind of a checklist that you have to follow. In reality, uh, it gives you a cross-functional exposure. I mean, you can see a lot of development, different developmental team or infrastructural team or any network team, I would say, or any vulnerability management team, or security team. If you are working in manufacturing, you could also see OT security as well. Uh, Also, a strong judgment on what you could give them the recommendations and how, I mean, a front seat row to how organization actually work. It's one of the best learning roles early in your career. A lot of people say that you guys will only do the check marks. I really, I mean, I really didn't think so, because every time you have to be, I mean, you have a different kind of a roles, like different types of audits. So let's say any consulting audit or any advisories audit or any assurance audit. Depending on your audit, you could change your gears and give them the specific recommendation or kind of assurance that boss, these things are we have found. These are the best industry practices that you are not following. If these things are not get practically well in coming days, then probably you'll face a lot of uh, I mean, likelihood probability. I would say people will understand what sort of uh, impact on any kind of a business that they have and what values that can they bring to the table. So yeah, those are the misconfiguration, misconceptions and about IT audit. Also, I have seen, uh, I mean, in my experience, that people say IT audit slows down the growth of developmental team or any sort of operations. I don't think so, because it's corrected their flows, it's corrected their kind of a strategy, I don't see that they have slows down, but it's get operationalized well. That sort of IT audit, yeah, I've seen come across. Yeah.
Got it, sir. So, what is that one piece of advice you would give to someone starting their journey in IT audit or cyber risk?
Uh, I would say focus on basics. Ask questions, admin when you don't know. I did that. I mean, honestly, that helped me grow much faster than pretending to be perfect. Then you'll learn more on that strategy. I mean, that work with me well. Also, don't rush to become an expert. Focus on becoming reliable. Learn fundamentals, well, like access, change, what is data, what is the risk logic. Ask question, like those sort of thing you could do first. Once you have that, then probably you could think about the certifications. Uh, that sort of advice I would give to someone who is going to start IT audit. Uh, when I started earlier, I had background for IT infrastructure management. That helps me a lot because fundamentally, if you know operating systems, database, what is network, how network perform, I mean, how net firewall can build or getting configured in your environment, how VLAN get distinguished, what sort of deployment tools that you need to take care while deploying your code. This gives you a edge while auditing any systems. So I would say basics is the most important thing, or fundamentals. Even if we say in the database, a lot of time and we have come across that people are typing their query blindly and they don't know what this query means. So you just have to be basics clear. Once you have your basics clear, then probably you can scale up in your um, audit journey, I'd say.
Sir, so since you spoke about the certifications, I do have one last question. Since you are
Yeah.
someone who has like a lot of certifications, what is a suggestion that you would like to give a student pursuing a career in this when it comes to certifications?
So for me, the strategy is every year I have to do one certification. That strategy I have defined for me. So last year I did my CISA. Earlier I did my Azure fundamentals. Earlier I did my ISO 27000. Before joining as our institute, I was RHCE and RHCSA in system administration. That was purely for Linux. After I did my Scrum Master certification. So every year one certification would be fine for you, and once you have certification, then probably uh, goes with your experience, align with your experience. Once you align with your experiences, then move forward. Also, if it is possible, then go, I mean, attend one conference every 1 year, 1 or 2 conference. That gives you specific trends right now going on in the market. uh, Also, networking is the best part in that conference. I really love to have network with people in those conferences. Which really blew up your mind when you think about, okay, these are the things that are right now going on and you really don't know. uh, so earlier, last few days when I was traveling, and I have seen electric scooter getting hacked, the live demo in that conference. So that was a new experience for me. Ultimately, I have, I mean, read it about in different journals or in papers, but I have not seen in live that electric scooter get hacked. uh, so yeah, you can do certification on every year basis. One certification would be fine on every year. um, and that's really work for me, and the conference is the best part. Yeah.
So, thank you so much, sir, for sharing your insights and experiences with us today. On behalf of Symbiosis Center for Information Technology and the Admissions Committee, we sincerely appreciate your time and perspectives.
Thank you so much. Yeah, yeah.
To our listeners, thank you for turning into 14th episode of On Air with Adcom. Stay tuned for more thought-provoking conversations in the episodes ahead.